Hello everybody, here's a continuation of chapter 3.1 to 3.3. We're looking at problem 3-38, page 104. We have a ball that has a mass of 20 kilograms, a force being pulled on that eye hook of 300 newtons, and the dimension D is 1 meters. And we're looking at the forces in cables AC and AB if this was being held in equilibrium. So the 300 Newton force being pulled is holding this in equilibrium, nothing is moving. So my approach on this problem would be my free body diagram and then the use of my equilibrium equations. Okay, so to draw my free body diagram, I'll look at it this way, where point A is going to be right here. So I'm going to have force of 300 newtons, and then AB coming up here like this, so I'll call this tension AB, and then we'll put this one blue, and we'll call this tension in AC. So if we look at this, we're going to have to find angles for this. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my values for slope. And so for tension AB, I can say that since this is 1, this is equal to 1, I can say that this is 2.5 over 2. So this would be 2.5 and this would be 2, meaning that the hypotenuse then would be 10.25. Square root of 10.25 right here. And then B, this would be 1 over 2, so I'd have 1 over 2, so I know that this would be the square root of 3. So I'm just going to kind of put an arrow like this, and this is going to be 10.25. How did I come up with that? Well, it's 2 squared plus 2.5 squared would equal 10.25 square root. So that's just that little piece right there. So now that I could also calculate angles. I could definitely also look at angles here and here if you wanted to go that route. You'll get the same answers as I get. So the first thing I'm going to do then is I'm going to sum my forces in the x direction. So summing all my forces in the x, I have a force here, I have force AC, and I have force AB. And if you notice, tension AB and tension AC are both going to the left, so they're both going to be negative. So I can say 300, because that's going positive, newtons, minus tension AB times 2 over the square root of 10.25 minus tension of AC times 2 over the square root of 5 is equal to 0. So now rewriting this equation, I can say I'm going to take TAB and TAC to the other side, so they become positive. So I'm going to write it like this: 0.6247 tension AB plus 0.89448944, that's tension AC, is all equal to 300 newtons. So 300 newtons stayed on this side, or I could have said I take 300 newtons over to this side, now it's negative. They're all negative, so if I multiply by -1, they all become positive. Now let's sum my forces in the y. Going up is positive, so I'm going to have tension AB. So I'm looking at tension AB here. 2.5 is the value we'd be looking at here, so it'd be 2.5 divided by the square root of 10.25 plus tension AC. Now we've got 1 over the square root of 3. I'm sorry, square root of 5. That's going to be 5, not 3. Square root of 5. Square root of 5 And how did I get that? 1 squared plus 2 squared. Square root would be the square root of 5. So I get TAC 1 square root of 5, and then I get equals or minus, and then I have the weight. So I have my weight here of the ball, which I forgot on my free body diagram, which is going to be 20 kilograms times 9.81 meters per second squared, which comes out to be 196.2 newtons. So I'm going to subtract that there. And if I put my values in here for this, I'm going to get 7. Just calculate these. I get TAB, and then I get TAC. Now I'm taking this to the other side, equals, and that would be positive. So now I have my two equations. I have equation 1, I have equation 2, and I can come in and say I'm going to use a matrix to solve for these. So I get 0.6247, 0.8944, 0.7809, 0.4472. Again, this would be TAB, TAC, over 300, 196.2. Remember, this is A, this is B. So solving this, you're going to do A inverse times B in your calculator. And by doing this, you're going to get tension of AB is equal to 98.6 newtons, or 99 newtons. And TAC comes out to be 267 newtons. I hope this helps the understanding. If there's questions, please let me know so I can post another video or explain parts that are troubling you.